Ukraine says to meet Russia for talks at Belarus border. And Putin orders the Russian nuclear forces put on high alert. Welcome back. The details. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi instructed on Sunday to preserve the strategic supply of food commodities for the state and follow up its pricing market, particularly those included in the ration card. This came during the President's meeting with Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli and Minister of Supply Dr. Ali al-Musalhi, as well as the head of the Armed Forces Engineering Authority, Lieutenant General Ihab al-Far. President Sisi gave his directives to continue with the remaining stages of the strategic silos projects aimed at increasing its capacity and supplying size. The President directed to provide citizens with all commodities at reasonable and affordable prices through a full coordination system with the governorates and trade chambers to hold preparations and main infrastructure for food exhibitions. He also instructed to organize campaigns in order to guarantee that exhibitors are abiding by declared prices. The President also reviewed preparations ahead of the holy month of Ramadan, including Ahlan Ramadan exhibition, or Welcome Ramadan, which will be held on the 24th of March in Cairo. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received a phone call from Jordan's King Abdullah II on Sunday. Presidential spokesperson Ambassador Bassam Radi said the call focused on bilateral cooperation in addition to a number of regional and international issues of mutual concern. President Sisi praised the strong ties that bind Egypt and Jordan, and he said that they are continuously developing, as well as coordination on different regional and international issues of mutual concern. Also, the Jordanian king hailed the brotherly ties that bind the two countries, expressing keenness to expand cooperation mechanisms between them in all domains. King Abdullah ibn al-Hussein also hailed the outcome of the joint Egyptian-Jordanian Higher Committees meetings recently held in Cairo. In this respect, the head of the state said the meetings had resulted in positive outcomes. He stressed the significance of broadening cooperation between the two countries in various domains. Egypt has called for an emergency meeting for the Arab League Council at the level of permanent representatives. The Foreign Ministry announced that the meeting would discuss the current developments in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Minister Sameh Shukri gave his directives to give the utmost care for an Egyptian who had been injured in the Ukrainian crisis. In the meantime, Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research, Dr. Khaled Abdel Ghaffar, said on Sunday there is a continuous communication with Russia and Ukraine to follow up the status of the Egyptian students there. Egyptian embassy in Kiev announced that Ukrainian border guards had received orders to allow Egyptians to leave from checkpoints with all neighboring states. The embassy said this came within the framework of coordination with Egyptian embassies in Poland, Austria, Slovakia, and Romania, in addition to the Ukrainian Foreign Ministry. Egypt has pledged to organize repatriation flights from neighboring countries, as more than 10,000 Arab students who attend a university in Ukraine are appealing to be rescued from Russia's full-scale invasion of the country. Among Arab countries, Morocco had the largest number of students in Ukraine, with around 8,000 enrolled in universities, followed by Egypt with more than 3,000. Ukraine said on Sunday it would hold talks with Russia at its border with Belarus after a call between President Vladimir Zelensky and Belarus leader Alexander Lukashenko. The Kremlin said a Russian delegation had arrived in the Belarusian city of Hamel for talks with Ukrainian officials. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said the delegation includes military officials and diplomats. Ukraine's foreign minister said Kiev